Hi, darling. Welcome to the Inner Monologue. I'm Jess, and this is my morning page. Um, I think deciding to choose a path for yourself is extremely difficult, especially when you have no idea where you're going or where the outcome is going to lead you. And deciding to put your faith in yourself to do it anyways is even harder, and it's terrifying. But we're here. You're here. I'm here. And that's what we plan on doing.
Nobody talks about how scary it truly feels to leave behind the hustle culture and to go into the energy of being.
For today's video, I want you to dream a little bit with me. We're going over week 2 of The Artist Way, and we're thinking about things we enjoy and more of our imaginary lives. So let's get started. So the first task was to think about 20 things you enjoy doing. Here is my full list of 20 things. Let's go through it. Number 1, painting and doing art. I'm an artist at heart. I love art. I will forever be an art person, and I just need to do more of it. Projects. I love projects. I am obsessed with projects. I overload myself with projects, but I will be doing it eventually. Making stuff. Building things by hand. Making stuff. Building things on the computer. I love both. Traveling is my love language. I love going places. I love seeing the world, and I need to do more of it. Tasting good food. I love food. I love good food. I want to go to more Michelin star restaurants, so that's kind of on my bucket list. Playing tennis. I don't know. I think when it came to choosing a sport, I was just kind of drawn to tennis. But yeah. Next, going to concerts. I need to go to more concerts and just jump around and scream my lungs out and have fun. Next, learning new things because we want to be smart. Growing food/plants because I care a lot about farm to table and knowing where your food comes from and how to sustain yourself in case of an emergency. So yeah. Having fun experiences. I want to have fun in life. I think I don't have enough fun, and I just need to have more fun because life is long, and I don't want to spend my time just being productive. So yeah, we have to add some fun in there. Oh, next is staying in nice places because I love being at home as well. I love being home, but I also want to be out. But if I'm going to be home, I want it to be very cozy and warm and welcoming and all the deliciously good stuff. So next is camp activities. I loved going to camp when I was a kid, and I love all the things that people do when they go to camp, like ziplining, fishing, hiking, rock climbing, cliff jumping, canoeing, building forts, and I don't know, marshmallow toasting and fires and all the good stuff. So I need to go to camp, go to like an adult camp, and kind of just have fun. So yeah. Next is reading books because reading is fun and knowledge is great. So I want to do more of it. Okay. Science experiments. I actually think of myself as a woman in STEM, but I don't do enough like fun, cool experiments, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Next is what? Learning to cook. I plan on going to culinary school at some point, just for fun and just so I can like eat good food, because sometimes it's expensive going out, so if I know how to do it myself, then I can do that. So yeah. Playing sports and games for fun. I was never really a part of any sport teams, so I'm trying to play more sports and just be more like active and stuff. Horseback riding. Oh yes, I don't know if I'm a fan of animals like that, but I do want to ride horses just to see what it's like. So next is fencing because it's cool. Oh, floating on a lazy river. I love lazy rivers. Like every time I go to like an amusement park, my favorite activity in like the water section is the lazy river. Just floating there, doing absolutely nothing, and just letting the water take you away is nice. Next is fishing and boating. I love fishing. I love fishing to the point where I took a fishing class in university just for fun, and it was my favorite class. So yeah, we gotta fish and we gotta go boating and doing all those things. Okay, snowboarding. I've never been snowboarding before, but I really want to go. I see videos online all the time about snowboarding, and I want to do it. So that is on our list. Next is kintsugi, and then ikebana, and then bonsaiing. Because I like making stuff. I want to like take old things and then put them together in a way that brings a new life to them. So that's that. Okay, and then the next activity says to choose 2 that you can start doing kind of this week right now. And the 2 that I chose were working on projects, because I'm constantly working on projects, and going to a concert. So tomorrow, I'm gonna be going to a concert. So yeah. Oh, also by the way, today is April 11th, 2025, and it is 4:03 p.m. Okay. Next activity was to go back to week 1's imaginary lives and kind of add on to it. And then with that, kind of add in a statement of like what you can do to make it happen. And here is my list with what I can do. So the statement that we're using is as a blank, I can blank. So fill in the blanks with me. So fill in the blanks with me on this one. So as an architect, I can start with interior designing, and I got an apartment, and that is what we're going to do to fill it up and make it fun and make it into something that is ours. Okay, next is as an heiress, I can build a trust, figure out some financial things, and figure out how to set myself up so that I'm always secure, because I care a lot about my own internal security. Okay, next is, as a modern farmer, I can make a list of a few things I want to grow. I plan on doing a vertical farm to start, because it takes up less space and I don't really need dirt, and I can keep it indoors and whatnot and just use water to grow stuff. So I need to make my list of things I want to grow, and then I can move on from there. Next is, as a creative engineer, I can play coding games. Honestly, this one I think is the hardest one for me, because of trauma. But it's on my list to just like start slowly by playing games and then kind of see where things go from there. Okay, the next thing on my list is, as a scientist, I can find experiment kits. So since I do want to do experiments, I can find kid games to kind of just play around with and then get started, so then I can get to a point where I can use actual chemicals and do funny things. But yeah, okay. As a tennis player, I can go to the tennis court and hit the ball. Okay, for this one, it actually took me a long time to figure out how to properly do this, because not all tennis courts are available, and that is one thing I hate, is how gate-kept everything is. But I found a tennis court that we can go to and play at. So yeah, we're going to the tennis court, we're going to play, and we're going to have fun. And it's free. And they have a wall so that if you want to play solo, you can play solo. But yeah. Okay, as a philanthropist, I can find ways to donate in my community, in my current community. And for this, I kind of wanted to start with food shelters and kind of do one of those like, those canned bags where it's like you have everything you need to like make a meal with it. So I need to figure out like the logistics for that, but I think that's like a good way to start. As a writer / published author, I can play around with 10-minute stories. Okay, so because I have never written a book and I've never really published any of my writing, I figured that like I could start with a character and then write out scenarios of how that character could interact with other characters and see how to actually develop a story, so that as I'm writing my actual book, I can pull from that and make it into something better. And then like the scrap stories will either stay or just be thrown out or something like that, but that's kind of the plan for that. Okay, as a curator of taste, I can find things I like and learn to talk about it. So as I'm doing these like morning pages, I want to share the things that I like so that I can, so that I can have like better taste. I think having good taste is cool. I don't know how else to put it. Like, I just like when people gather things and it kind of just reflects their personality and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. Find ways to express myself and show who I am without being so like strict about it. So yeah. Okay. As a student of life, I can share the new things I've discovered. I want to learn a billion things. I want to do a billion things. I want my mind to grow. I want to get a billion degrees. So as I'm going through the process of doing that, I want to get better at actually sharing those things. So yeah, that's that. As a well-known painter, I can practice painting. That one is kind of self-explanatory, right? I just need to paint. I just need to do it, and I just need to get out of whatever it is blocking me and make it happen and just put something on the canvas, even if it's bad. So yeah. As a radio host / voice actor, I can practice reading out loud. I want my voice to have more range. I think that right now my voice is extremely monotone and I get extremely tired after like 2 seconds of speaking, right? So I'm trying to get better at speaking and at showing up vocally so that it feels more enthusiastic and not so dull in a way. So yeah. Okay, this is the last one. As a sommelier, I can taste wine, specifically non-alcoholic wine. I do want to get certified as a sommelier and then maybe open up a vineyard somewhere. But yeah, I feel like that'd be fun. So yeah, that is my list of dreams and activities that I want to do more of, and honestly, I'm excited. I will fall a bunch of times as I'm trying to do these things, and it's gonna hurt a bit, but I feel like that's gonna be okay. I feel like I'm gonna be okay, and this experience is gonna be good, and we're gonna be terrified, but we are okay, even if we're stressed, because we keep trying, and we will continue to try, and we're not going to give up on who we want to be and where we want our life to take us. So yeah, that is my inner monologue, and I'm happy that whoever you are, you stuck around to the end, and I hope that for you, you're able to find your path and to find all the things that make you happy, and I hope that you have enough courage in yourself to actually make it happen and to push yourself to do them, even if they're hard, even if they seem impossible, and even if you struggle a little bit. We can struggle together if you want. I'm here, you're here, and we can make our life happen the way we want it to happen. Idealism into reality. So I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.